Yo, yo, yo. What is up? How is everybody doing? I'm Sean.
I'm Jen, and this is T'Challa, if you can hear random purring.
You guys, the intro is a little different. That's because we kicking it back to the 90s.
Oh, if only you knew how much we've been kicking it back to the 90s over the last 24 hours.
We really have.
Stay tuned on this channel. There's some 90s content coming.
Yeah. So we were hanging out, and I was scrolling through the Facebook, back reminiscing back before then when it was MySpace. You had your top 8.
That's not even the 90s. That's 2000s.
Was it? Was it not?
MySpace was the early 2000s.
You're right. I'm thinking back at the AOL Messenger.
AOL AIM.
Yeah. But I was going through a list, and I found a list of some words and phrases from the 90s. So I thought it'd be fun to terrorize Jen and go, hey, let's see if you know what these mean.
And T'Challa just wants to be here for it. He never wants to hang out while we're filming videos, but here he is. So if you see my right arm just petting the carpet, it's not the carpet, it's the cat.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to play with you guys too. I'm going to read off the word or the phrase, and Jen's going to give everybody a minute.
I just shocked him in his ear.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, baby. What?
And I'm going to read off the word or phrase, then we're going to give everybody a minute. Then Jen's going to answer if she knows what it is.
Not a whole minute. Maybe a couple seconds.
Yeah, just a couple seconds to see if people know. And then if you want to answer, leave your comment below. But and then we'll talk about if we use those words or phrases.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
First one. I'm going to try to say these as I would if I did use them back in the day. First one. I'm
giving them a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I first learned that word in Save the Last Dance with Julia Stiles. It's basically short for all right.
Yeah. It says, "Aight" is a modified version of the phrase "all right." However, stretching it out to "aight" adds a fun 90s flavor to the phrase. All the cool kids were saying it. Aight.
Sure. As you can tell, I didn't use that often because when I say "I," it doesn't sound right.
I remember using it hey, we're gonna go do this. Aight. It was just natural.
T'Challa's eating the carpet.
T'Challa, stop that. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yes.
All that in a bag of chips.
Sometimes this would be modified to be all that in a bag of Doritos and stuff like that. Depends on what kind of chips you guys liked or whatever. All that in a bag of chips basically means really good. Or you would say something like that. Oh, he don't really think he's all that in a bag of chips. He doesn't really think he's that good. It's a good.
It says, if something is better than the best, it's all that in a bag of chips.
It's all that plus that bag of chips. Yeah, I never said that.
I hated that phrase, but I'm sure I
did
used
say all that
it.
in a bag of Doritos once.
I'm sure I used it because, all the cool kids used it, so I was trying to be cool, so I would use it, but I'd never liked that phrase. All right, you ready?
Sorry, it's
okay.
midnight while we're filming this, and I'm a morning person, so I'm over here is it bedtime? And T'Challa's yes, it's bedtime.
All right, next one. This one's going to be hard.
Okay.
As if.
I cosplay Cher sometimes, so as if...
You do that one way better than me.
For those of you who don't know, as if basically means you didn't really think that I was gonna do that, or you didn't really think that that's okay. Right?
It says, the 90s were full of fun, sarcastic retorts. As if was a 90s phrase you used a lot in a lot of situations. For example, if your siblings ask you to do their chores, with a little laugh, you can retort, as if.
As if you thought I would say yes to that. It's basically as if is the shortened version of whatever it is you want to say when you basically are did you just ask me that? You really thought I was going to say yes? So it's as if.
I remember using it more in a joking manner, but I remember it being a big, big thing.
We said it, for sure.
Ready for the next one?
Sure.
Bling.
People still use that.
Yeah.
I know that because when I watch Say Yes to the Dress and those stupid shows, that's what all the brides are looking for. Bling. They're like, well, I want lots of bling. And when we went to the store, I was like, I don't want any bling on it. Not even one piece. No bling.
There's no bling.
But yeah, bling just means like diamonds and jewels and shiny things. And
yeah, it
things
says,
that go bling.
The 90s were all about the bling. Not only would you add a little bling to your clothing with your bedazzler, but you could wear bling around your neck or on your fingers.
Okay, here's how anti-bling I always was. I never wanted a bedazzler. Even when I was a child, I never wanted a bedazzler. I didn't want to bedazzle anything. I don't like rhinestones and crystals and all those dance competition costumes that had all that on it. I'm like, can't I just wear like a plain one?
Yeah, this says bling is 90s slang for showy jewelry and clothing commonly worn by celebrities.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Even if I was a celebrity, I would have been like, how about grunge wear? Is grunge wear good? I'll take it.
I used bling a lot because it was just big where I was. All right, you ready for the next one?
Sure.
Booyah!
I'm giving him a sec. Mm-hmm. All right. So, booyah basically is kind of like... Yeah. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just like... Like, if you... You know how when we comment on something that somebody says that we like, we go, this. Mm-hmm. Booyah is the 90s version of this.
Mm-hmm. It says... there are things to be excited about when it comes to 90s phrases, and booyah was one of them. Booyah expresses joy. So, yeah.
Okay, it expresses joy. I always used it as like...
Yeah, it's like, it's basically like that exclamation point.
Yeah. That like, yes, that. Mm-hmm. That is exactly, but that's how we say it now. We go like this instead of booyah. Although you can tell I don't say that. You
hit that jump shot. And it hits you like, booyah, you know.
Jump shot?
Yeah. I was trash at basketball.
Just checking.
I was absolutely trash.
Me too. I could play, okay, I was going to say I could play horse, but I didn't play horse. We were really bad at it, so we played rhinoceros. We needed a very long word.
I know a lot of my friends would be like, R.
No, but we were good spellers, so we could use rhinoceros without an issue. But like we tried to play horse, but the game lasted zero minutes. It was bad.
Did you use booyah?
No.
I did.
No, I didn't. We grew up in very, very different ways. You grew up in like kind of a hip hop kind of community. I grew up in more of like a skater punk kind of community with a lot of valley girls in it. So, which is why as if is something I said.
Hi,
Bento. Welcome to the video. This is like your third video today.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
The bomb.
Oh my God, wait, I have a story about this. So I lived in South Florida, and one of my best friends moved to Maryland. This was back when I was in like 6th grade or 5th grade, which I guess would have been like... How old are you in 5th grade? 11. It's like 94, okay? Mm-hmm. So... She moved to Maryland, and this has a point. She, like, emails, or how did she contact us? Did she call me? Or IM? Maybe she IM'd me. I don't know, okay? Maybe she talked to me on Jumpstart Kindergarten. I don't friggin' know. But she messaged me somehow and said, they say da bomb here if something's good. And I was like, what? Da bomb? That doesn't make any sense. She goes, yeah, if something's like really good, you say, oh yeah, that's da bomb. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Fast forward like a month later, everyone in South Florida starts saying it. The reason I'm telling you this is because sometimes phrases hit certain areas before others. Da bomb hit Maryland before it hit Florida. Which actually sounds pretty terrible if you don't know the context. I'm sorry. But that phrase was a thing in Maryland before it was a thing in South Florida. I just think that that's really cool. Also, I never said that. Or, well, I would say the bomb. I never said the duh part.
100% the bomb. Hey, man, you know, that's the bomb. Yeah, if you use the 90s phrase the bomb, something was amazing or fabulous.
Told you, it's like midnight. I'm so tired.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Don't go there.
I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're trying someone, there's a phrase. Like, say I'm gonna like start teasing you and like making fun of you, and I say, well, your mom, you don't go there. That's like a no-go zone. Like, don't attack me on that. Don't talk about that. That's basically what that means.
Yeah.
Also, I would never say anything nasty about your mom. Your mom's amazing.
My mom is like the sweetest person on earth.
For real.
Nowadays, you say just stop or OMG enough. However, in the 90s, you'd tell someone, don't go there.
I say quit it. Because I'm a teacher. Yeah, I would say quit it. Such a mom thing to say. Did you lose your place?
No, it just refreshed and it's like, roar.
Roar.
Okay. But yeah, it says the 90s slang means that is enough or I don't want to talk about it. It is a road you don't want to go down. You okay over there?
That's yawn number 3. I just want to point that out.
All right, next one. Eat my shorts.
Okay, Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
I actually say that sometimes today. Like, I say that. I'm like, whatever, eat my shorts. Or, like, eat me. Like, those are some of my favorite ways to insult somebody or, like, to come back at somebody. It's my favorite clap back. Eat me. Or eat my shorts. Or I'll say, eat my hair. Which sounds weird, but trust me. They get hit by my hair a lot. Olive Noise, I'm sorry. Olive Noise complaint is like, yes, I've eaten your hair.
Yeah, it's made popular by the famous Bart Simpson. This was a 90s slang phrase that got more than a few kids in trouble. It's a fun rejection or rebuttal that's right up there with kiss my butt.
Yes, it's like the not in trouble way of saying kiss my, booty.
Asparagus?
Yeah. Yeah, kiss my assassin.
I used it. I know you did.
I used it yesterday.
All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Fly.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna let him take a second. Okay, if something's fly, it's good. It's amazing. Like the dancers from In Living Color were called Fly Girls, not because they could fly, but because they were awesome dancers. So it's just, yeah. I never said it, but I definitely knew it.
Oh, yeah. Fly was
never said it.
Common with me. You might use hottie now, but back in the day, boy or girl was pretty fly. It means that they are good at something or just attractive.
Yeah, or like a person is like super fly.
Next one.
Sure.
FYI.
We say that still. Like, that's not a 90s phrase. That's just an acronym. For your information. Although, nowadays, if you say FYI, it's pretty casual. But if you really want to stick it to somebody, for your information. And then it's like extra passive aggressive. Or is that just aggressive?
Per my last email.
Per my last email. Oh my gosh, when I get emails from my boss that say that, I know they're not specifically directed at me, but like, I kind of cower a little. I'm like, oh, somebody done messed up.
Yeah, it says the 90s were the beginning of the acronym craze. Before you had OMG and BYB, you had FYI. Be right back. Oh, wait.
No, that's BRB. What is BYB?
People are probably laughing at us like, bring your beer.
Right? I'm like, bring your beer? What? If you know what BYB stands for, write it in the comments, please. I'm so confused. I can't wait to look it up.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Getting jiggy.
It's basically just a dance, but it's a dance, but getting jiggy with it is like getting comfy with it, getting like BFFs with it, I guess, right?
Basically, the 90s phrase came from the popular music video by Will Smith, Getting Jiggy With It. Jiggy means to dance like no one's watching. Okay. Everyone needs to
also means getting comfy with somebody, because I can get jiggy with you. And that's, comfy's not quite the right word, but let's go with it, because this is a PG channel.
Everyone needs to be getting jiggy every once in a while.
Do they now?
Speaking of G-rated, you ready for the next one?
Oh, God.
Hella.
Oh, hella? I still say that. I say it in class. I'm sorry. That's one of those words that I say with my students. I shouldn't, but I do. I'm like, Oh yeah, this is gonna be like hella good. I mean, like Green Day and Fall Out Boy just named their tour the Hella Mega Tour. Like, it just means extra.
Hella. That's Thor's sister, right?
Yeah. But like, yeah, that just means like extra, more, extremely.
Nothing says the 90s more than the word hella. Used as an adverb similar to really. Hella has many uses. For example, she was hella mad when I ruined her purse. That's what it says as an example. But yeah, I used hella. You?
Yeah, yesterday. Literally yesterday.
The next one is one of my favorite words.
Okay.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Home skillet.
Home skillet! I love home skillet. You don't call me home skillet enough.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You should do that. When we get married, like, do you? Yes, I take thee, home skillet.
I home slice.
Home slice. I love those. It just means friend. Mm-hmm. Like, that just means your friend.
Yeah, home skillet's another word for friends in the 90s. Yeah, I used home skillet.
I like home skillet and I like home slice. Mm-hmm. I like homes.
I like home
Sup
fries.
homes. Home fries? Mm-hmm. I never called anybody home fries.
I didn't either. I just like home fries.
Oh, I like skillet fries.
All right, next one?
Yeah.
I'm totally bugging.
Oh, that's like stressing out, wigging out, freaking out, all the outs.
In 90s speak, it was, one was not freaking out. Instead, they were totally
bugging. Yeah. I never said it, but I always said I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out, man.
I remember using it. I don't remember it being like a common thing for me.
I like to use the word freak because I wasn't allowed to say the F word in public. So, like, I could say freak, though. Except sometimes the teachers would be mad at me for saying freak because they called it a derogatory term. But, okay, wait, backstory. So all the goth kids and the skater kids hung out under the pavilion at my school. There was, like, a pavilion in the middle of the courtyard. Mm-hmm. And so all, like, the skater kids and goth kids and all that. And I was one of them. I was one of the skater kids. And my best friend was one of the goth kids. And the term we gave ourselves was the freaks under the pavilion, or the pavilion freaks. And so we were that was just a word we used, right? And I was just like, I don't know, I said something to somebody like, oh yeah, well, I'm hanging out with the other freaks in the pavilion later. And the teacher was like, how dare you use that word? I'm like, what, to describe myself? Like, that's what we call ourselves. What's the issue? But she got so mad that I said freaks.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I'm proud to be a freak. Actually, sorry, more backstory. My 20-year reunion came up and in a Facebook group, and one of the other guys that was a pavilion freak, he made a post saying, hey, sup, class of 2001. Yes, I know I'm old. Sup, class of 2001. Where are all my freaks at? Like, a couple of us actually replied. And I'm just like, yeah, see, we're pavilion
And
freaks.
that teacher's still looking like, how dare you? Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Let's bounce.
I'm giving him a second. Mm-hmm. Let's leave. Mm-hmm. I'm going to bounce right on out of here. Is basically like, yeah.
This phrase was a fun and easy way to say you were ready to get out of there.
I said that the other day. I'm like, hey, I got to bounce, but
yeah,
I say that all the time.
I use let's bounce a lot.
But I'm stuck in the 90s, as you guys will continuously see on this channel. We are both absolutely stuck in the 90s, and I will never give it up. Ever.
You never going to let it down?
That's not the words.
I know. I'm bad with words.
Give it up. Let you down. Oh, I guess that is the words.
Boom. Hit that thumbs up. Was I wrong? No. Wait, what are the words?
No, you're right.
Oh, cool.
I just, yeah.
I'm confused.
It's fine.
Ready?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's my bad.
My bad. I said that literally an hour ago.
Yeah.
Or last night in class, I messed up. And I was like, that was literally my bad. No one else's. It was my bad. But I'm actually, like, the kids don't say it. Mm-hmm. So that really does tell me that's a 90s phrase, because only I say it. The kids don't. I'm not with it. The kids say things like, oh, this song's a bop. And I'm like, does that mean it's good?
Bop it.
Although I do like, oh, this song slaps.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love any phrase that makes it like sound like something inanimate is doing something. Like, oh, this song slaps. I just imagine like a CD smacking somebody.
The CD's going like, hey, yeah, I like this one. Woo! Yeah, my bad.
I did something wrong.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Even making a mistake had slang in the 90s.
How many more of these we got? This video is getting long.
Like 8 more.
Okay.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
And I did use my bad. I still use it. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
No duh.
Oh, I use that all the time.
Still,
means duh. Like what else do you need to say? It means like you should have known that. Mm-hmm. Like every time I see Facebook posts and people posting stupid things, I'm like, although no one said it to me. Noise Complaint got this terrible like reaction on a video, and a bunch of people were making fun of us. So I went through and I savagely responded to everybody's like. People would say things like, "What am I watching?" or like, "What is going on here?" and then do like the throw up emoji or something. And so to each person, I just responded, "Tap dancing, tap dancing, tap dancing." No one said no duh. They all said like, "Well, obviously," or "Yeah, and." And I'm like, yeah. Somebody could have said no duh.
Like, you asked what it was.
You asked what it was, and then somebody, I was almost savage. Somebody said, I don't have enough, like, capacity to process what I'm watching. And I'm sitting here like, I'm sorry you don't have enough neurons in your brain to process tap dancing. But I was feeling really savage because they made fun of my dancers, and you don't come at my dancers, or you get my wrath. And my wrath is basically just the English language. So, next. Sorry, tangent.
Did you use no duh, though?
Oh, yeah. Yesterday.
It says typically with an eye roll, you use no duh when something someone says was obvious.
You want to do something trippy, though?
What?
Roll your eyes while spinning and looking at the ceiling, but turn your whole body around. I did it on stage, and I almost fell off. It was really weird.
Let's not do that. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Not.
So you're not ready?
Not.
Okay, not. That's when you say, like, all right, so guess what?
What?
We're going to Disneyland.
Yo!
Not. And then, and then it gets so disappointed. Mm-hmm. Also, like, we live across the country from Disneyland. Why would we go to Disneyland?
Just go 2 hours to Disney
World. But yeah,
before
it's a jerk thing to do.
Before there was the famous psych, there was psych. The 90s not.
How did they spell psych?
P-S-Y-C-H.
Okay, but like there's a debate on that. Is it P-S-Y-C-H or is it S-I-K-E?
I also spelled it S-Y-K-E.
S-Y-K-E. It just depends, I guess. I always spelled it S-I or S-Y-K-E.
I used to do that a lot. Just hit someone with the super sweet. Oh, you're really nice. Really? Not.
I never did it because I'm not mean. You were very mean. But you and your friends could joke with each other like that. Mm-hmm. Not me.
I did it to random people.
I'm sure.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. 5. You did it when you were 5?
No, that was the 5th yawn.
Oh.
I'm counting. Oh, snap is when you get surprised by something. Or when it's the beginning of a song. What is that song?
Oh, snap.
Oh, so what is that song? If you know what that song is, write it in the comments.
Oh, snap is similar to my bad. Both 90s slang terms are used interchangeably to say, I'm sorry.
No, oh, snap does not mean, it's more of a surprise. Like, hey, you really messed up. Oh, snap, really? It's like, it doesn't mean my bad. It more means like, oh, wow, I didn't know, you know, or like, oh, what a surprise. That's what oh, snap means to me. Am I getting it wrong? Like, oh, snap doesn't mean my bad.
We used oh, snap when we were surprised by something.
You would say like, oh, snap, my bad.
Like
they're not interchangeable, but they do go together.
Like, let's say you're playing GoldenEye with your buddies.
Ooh,
you know?
DK mode paintball?
Yeah, of course.
Always.
And you're sitting there, and all of a sudden someone takes someone out. You're like, oh, snap! Mm-hmm. Like, you were surprised by it. Like, whoa.
Yeah, it doesn't mean my bad. But again, it could be before my bad. Mm-hmm. Also, somebody's car alarm is going off.
Probably ours.
It's midnight. Ooh, what if it is ours?
It'll stop.
Oh.
Ready for the next one?
Sup. Literally, somebody messaged me earlier today. Mm-hmm. They were like, hey, can I ask you a question? I was like, sup. It might have been a student. I don't remember. I say it all the time. It's just short for what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's basically what it says.
Short for what's up.
When you're meeting up with your friends, you might say,
Sup.
Take a chill pill.
It means chill out. Like, calm down. I'm going to need you to calm down.
You need to take a chill pill. Yeah, I used to use this one.
You just don't say it to your customers at work. I might say it to my students, though. Like, hey, take a chill pill. Relax. Although I probably shouldn't say it to my students now that I think about that. That could have negative connotations. Well, next. Talk to the hand. Whoa, that caused like an echo off your hand.
My head echoes.
Talk to the hand basically means I do not want to hear a word you're saying right now. You can just tell it to my hand because I'm not listening. That's like there's the whole phrase, talk to the hand, because
the face ain't listening.
The face ain't listening or something like that.
Yeah, it says rather than saying you've heard enough, you can throw up this little fun 90s phrase in your vocabulary.
Or just...
However, don't forget to put your hand up when you do it. Talk to the hand. Ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
That's fat.
That's fat.
Mm-hmm.
P-H-A-T.
Pretty hot and tempting.
Yes, pretty hot and tempting. Or you would just like use it to describe anything that's really good. Like, I don't know, you wouldn't use it to describe food, but like clothing, you would use it to describe. And there was a clothing brand, wasn't there, called Baby Fat?
Fat Farm.
There was also Fat Farm, but there was Baby Fat too.
Yeah, I think it was like the kid version of it.
I think it was a girl's version.
Oh, I don't remember.
But yeah, fat was used back then to say good, and now people don't use any version of the word fat, good or bad. I prefer people to say things like beautifully curvy. So
it says when something is cool or awesome.
Yeah. It's fat.
Yeah, I used to use that all the time. What's the 411?
Wow, I haven't heard that phrase in a really long time. What's the 411 on? It means like, what's the information? Like, what's the skinny?
I don't think they know what the skinny is.
What's the sitch? The skinny is what's the 411. There you go.
It's the hot gossip.
Yeah. What?
Everybody take your hands out like this. Turn your hands like this. And say. Hold on. That's number 6. Alright. Hands out like this. Thumbs together. Whatever.
This Amber and Clueless. Whatever. Please, somebody don't make a gif of that. Yeah. It means whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
it says,
please stop talking. I don't care. Whatever.
I think when she does it, though, she goes like this.
She does it with the fingers. Like, whatever.
It says, thank Alicia, Silverstone, and Clueless for this little 90s gem. Whatever works great when you don't agree with someone, but you don't want to fight about it anymore.
But I don't remember Cher doing it in the movie. I remember Amber doing it in the movie while they were waiting for the tennis balls. And then she said, I can't have balls fly at my nose because I just got a nose job. And she goes, whatever.
Yeah, and then there's a couple other times that she says it, like when Cher is talking to her or something.
Yeah, like I think Amber's the one that said it. As you can tell, I'm a big Clueless fan.
I think Cher says it once.
Maybe. We'd have to watch it again. I don't mind. Let's definitely watch it again.
I know. That was the last one.
Oh, that was a good one to end on.
Yeah.
Also, it's a 30-minute video, so I hope you guys had fun. I made it through this with only 6 yawns. It is very, very late, and I want to go to bed now. So,
if you were alive in the 90s, leave a comment below. Let us know which ones you used in your area.
And if you weren't alive in the 90s, but you used some of these phrases, feel free to do the same thing.
Let us know what you use. Like, what's the 411?
Yeah, and if there are new phrases today that mean the same thing as some of these, say it. Drop them down. Because, again, that song slaps versus what we would have said, oh, this song is...
Getting jiggy with it.
Sure, I don't know.
No.
But yeah, stuff like that. So
I think we use that song as hot. Like if it was a good song.
I used to say this song is boss. That wasn't on there, but I used to say that all the time, like, yo, this is boss. But again, no one says that but me now. I say it all the time. Mm-hmm. My kids have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm like, yo, I love that video game. That game is so boss. They're like,
she got to the boss?
What? So yeah, all these phrases really make me nostalgic for my favorite decade. Again, I'm stuck in the 90s. I still live in the 90s, and I always will live in the 90s. I am so excited about a video that's coming out soon. It is unless it already came out, I have no idea, but it's a 90s skater clothing haul, okay? An online company dropped a 90s skater clothing line, and I bought all of it.
She went nuts.
They have low-rise, wide-leg pants again, okay? Like, this is a big deal. Mm-hmm. I think I only bought one pair, but it's fine. And then there's, like, overalls with, like, striped shirts. Mm-hmm. Come on, guys. I'm so excited.
So, yeah, stick around for that. If it's out, there'll be a link.
Check it out. We'll link it or something. Just check it out. It's on our page. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of fun on this channel. We're just trying to,
have fun.
Yeah, that's about it.
We got lifestyle vlogs. We got unboxings. We got challenge videos. We have
wedding planning and reaction videos and all kinds of stuff. So definitely subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Thumbs up for 6 yawns. Yeah. And let us know which of these phrases you use today, honestly, because as you guys know, I still use a lot of these because I'm a 90s kid forever. All right, well, thank you guys for joining us. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for hanging out. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jen.
And we're out of here. Bye.
Time to bounce.